When I was working at the phone co-op and I was already on the board of directors at Mid-Counties, I started work on a small side project, as many of us do, just pursuing my hobby really. I'd been interested in real ale and craft beer all my adult life. I was a camera member from the age of 18, so campaign for real ale. And I'd spent a lot of times trying to get my friends to, drink better beer. They were drinking beer that I didn't think a great deal of, and I was trying to get them to drink beer made by small local independent breweries. And the way that I was doing that was by holding beer tastings in a shed. It wasn't very glamorous at the time. So the shed started getting busy. It's not hardly surprising. I was offering them free beer. And one of my friends, who I probably owe a lot to now, said, "Why don't you do what you're doing in this shed, but on the internet?" And this was a time when subscription services were taking off and social media was taking off as well. So I launched BeerBods as a very small business. It was just me from my kitchen table in my spare time, as I said. And the idea was simple. So we send our subscribers 12 beers in the post every 12 weeks. And every Thursday we write to our subscribers and say the story behind the beer of the week. And we hold a live tasting on the internet across Twitter, YouTube, Facebook to talk about that beer and about the brewery that made it. And it just kind of went a bit crazy, if I'm honest. It was only something I was doing for a bit of fun, but we got about 1,000 subscribers in a few months, and it quickly ran away with itself to something that I thought was more than just a hobby. So I ended up pursuing it as my job, and in 2014, I suppose launched it as a proper business. We took on our first employee, and we grew it really steadily over 5 years before I sold the business in 2019 to what's the world's largest brewer. And so now I work in the innovation arm for a beer company. But BeerBods, was just a side project that I'm very fortunate enough became my job. We were employing, I think, 12 people at one point at our peak. And we had about 7,500 members all over the UK. And yeah, we had one simple mission, and that was to get more people drinking better beer. So it's still going strong today, and I'm still heavily involved with it. And I think it's something our customers really, really love to be a part of too.